Imagine this. You're a powerful emperor sitting on the golden throne of the Tang Dynasty, ruling over one of the greatest empires in history. Life is good, trade is booming, your armies are strong. And then BM, one of your own generals turns against you and launches a rebellion that nearly brings the entire empire crashing down. Meet An Lushan, the ambitious warlord who went from being the emperor's favorite general to his worst nightmare. He led one of the bloodiest rebellions in history, and his actions reshaped China forever. But was he a power-hungry traitor or a man fighting against corruption? Subscribe and buckle up, because this is the insane story of the An Lushan rebellion. Let's rewind a bit. An Lushan was born around 703 AD in what is now modern-day northeast China. His origins are a little fuzzy. Some say he was of Sogdian and Turkic descent, making him an outsider in the Tang Dynasty's elite circles. But what he lacked in noble blood, he made up for with raw ambition. This guy was a natural fighter. He started off as a soldier and quickly climbed the ranks through sheer bravery and military skill. Before long, he caught the attention of the Tang Emperor and became a top general. And not just any general. He was put in charge of the empire's northern frontier, commanding thousands of troops and protecting China from nomadic invaders. But An Lushan wasn't just a warrior. He was a master manipulator. He knew how to win favor at court, especially with the emperor's most trusted advisor, Yang Guozhong, and, get this, the emperor's own favorite concubine, Yang Guifei. That's right, An Lushan was apparently a bit of a court jester. He played dumb and acted like a lovable brute to gain trust. But behind that goofy act, a mind constantly plotting. By the 750s, An Lushan had immense power. He controlled massive armies, had the emperor's trust, and was basically untouchable. But things are getting messy at court. The emperor, Xuanzong, was too busy living in luxury, while corrupt officials ran the government into the ground. An Lushan saw an opportunity. He convinced himself, or at least told others, that the Tang government was too corrupt to survive. And what do ambitious generals do when they think they can run the empire better than the emperor? They rebel. In 755 AD, An Lushan made his move. He marched his massive army, over 100,000 soldiers, straight toward the capital, Chang'an. His plan? Take down the Tang Dynasty and crown himself emperor. And at first, it totally worked. He stormed through China like a wrecking ball. City after city fell. And by the time he reached Luoyang, he declared himself the ruler of a brand new dynasty, the Great Yin Dynasty. Now, you might be thinking, wow, this guy's on fire. He's winning everything. But here's the problem. Just because you can win battles doesn't mean you can run an empire. And An Lushan, not a great emperor. For one, he was incredibly paranoid. He started accusing his own allies of betrayal and having them executed. He also ruled with brutal cruelty, which made even his own men turn against him. Oh, and did I mention? He also went blind. Yep, the stress, illness, and constant battles took a toll, and soon he couldn't even see. By 757 AD, his paranoia had reached crazy levels. He thought everyone was plotting against him. And guess what? He was right. And then, in a shocking twist, An Lushan was murdered in his sleep by his own men. Just like that, the great rebel general, the man who nearly toppled the Tang Dynasty, was dead. But his rebellion? Not over yet. Even though An Lushan was gone, his rebellion raged on for years. His successors kept fighting, and the war didn't officially end until 763 AD. Nearly 8 years of chaos, famine, and destruction. The rebellion led to millions of deaths, devastating cities, and weakening the Tang Dynasty forever. Though the Tang survived, they were never the same again. So what do we make of An Lushan? Was he a rebel hero fighting against corruption? Or just a power-hungry warlord who destroyed an empire out of greed? Maybe a bit of both. One thing's for sure, his rebellion changed China forever. So what do you think? Was An Lushan a misunderstood genius or a villainous traitor? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, young historians. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more epic history stories.